A migrating bird flew across a lake at an average speed of 18 meters per second. Was the distance that the bird flew across the lake less than 21 kilometers? So I don't know why they give us this specific scenario of a migrating bird. It could just be a bird. It doesn't make a difference, but okay. Thanks for letting us know. So what is this? We got a rate question here, but it also looks like we're going to be doing some conversion of our units because we got meters here, kilometers here, and we got seconds here. Then I look at my prompt, we got minutes and hours. So how do we make these consistent? I always like putting my units in terms of the smallest unit available. So if I have hours and minutes, I like putting everything in terms of minutes. And if I have minutes and seconds, I like putting everything in terms of seconds. Because when I put in the smallest unit, then when I convert, it means I'm multiplying usually instead of dividing, and I prefer multiplication to division. So if actually, before we look at the statements, I want to put everything in terms of, so I got kilometers versus meters. So meters is the smallest one, so I want to get everything in terms of meters. Then I want to get all my times in terms of seconds. So my rate is already in the units I like, meters and seconds. So I can keep that as is. Then what's the distance that the bird flew across the lake? Less than 21 kilometers. So how many meters is that? So to convert from kilometers to meters, you got to multiply by 1,000. So was the distance that the bird flew less than 21,000 meters? And I could just I'll just put the limit of 21,000 here. So what I can do then is I can, if I want to rephrase my question, was the distance less than 21,000 meters, especially because I see my statements are in terms of time. Well, what does that mean in terms of time? So is the time less than 21,000 divided by 18 seconds? So is t less than, and so what is 21,000 divided by 18? So this can be simplified a bit. These are both divisible by 3, so 21,000 divided by 3 should be 7,000 over 6. Each of these are divisible by 2, so that gives us 3,500 over 3. I don't know what this is. What is 3,500 divided by 3? Three goes into 35 11 times. 3 goes into 26 times. And we got another 6. So this is 1166 point something. Hopefully, I'm just going to say 1166 because I can't imagine they would need you to be down to the millisecond accuracy. So is our time less than 1166 seconds? That is good enough for me. So now what are the statements saying? So we have a fairly easy question to answer now. We just got to make sure we convert accurately here. So it took the bird less than 20 minutes. So that means our t is less than what? So 20 minutes is how many seconds? So if there's 60 seconds in a minute, it should just be 20 times 60, which is 1,200 seconds. So if t is less than 1,200 seconds, well, then we don't necessarily know if it's less than 1166 because it could be 1188, which is greater, or it could be 1150, which is less. So that is insufficient. It took the bird less than 0.4 hours to fly across the lake. Okay, so how do we convert hours now to second? If there's 60 seconds in a minute and 60 minutes in an hour, then to convert from hours to seconds, you just got to multiply by 3,600. And that's something I basically just, I've just memorized at this point, and it comes up enough that it's worth memorize. So 0.4 hours, or 2/5 of an hour, should be 2/5 times 3600 seconds. So this is 7200 over 5. And I don't know what that is. Well, yeah, I've got to do it. 5 times 14 is 70. So 5 goes into 24 times. 5 goes into 0 times. So 7,200 divided by 5 is 1440 seconds. So this statement is telling me t is less than 1440 seconds. So again, I don't necessarily know if that is less than 1166 or not. So this guy is also insufficient. So now my two statements together really don't seem to add anything to each other, because now I just know t is less than 1200 and t is less than 1440. But that's really just the same as saying t is less than 1200, which was insufficient to begin with. So this is E. And kind of an annoying question, because they really just make the arithmetic the difficult part. I don't like it when they do that. E though.